Hello and welcome back to Mordheim, City of the Damned. In the last episode we were rather successful against the human mercenaries. Now let's see what new campaign missions we have in store for us this time. So we've got a brutal Weirdstone rush with 3 strike teams. That sounds like my worst nightmare. Let's not do that. And we've got a walk in the fog. Yeah, I think we could probably take that one on. Hard, crush their will. Probably won't get the optional objectives, but at least the deployment options sound reasonable. Yep, at the moment we've got Kragor out of action. Sidus can still sit on the bench. Eladil's doing just fine by himself. Let's deploy.
Scouts have reported a rival warband in the vicinity. Before you can find them, a heavy fog settles over the ruins. Unable to pick up the enemy's trail, your warriors deploy from their wagon and spread out to sweep the area in search of your foe.
Right, what do we have available? So we're on the very left edge, kind of in the bottom left here actually. This looks very similar to the deployment we had a couple of skirmishes ago. We've got most of the Weirdstone in the middle here. Their cot is top rightish. It looks like it's the Undead again. Let's try and focus ourselves more centrally and stick together, and we'll sort of head east towards this structure and then north up towards their wagon. So Eladil, I'll probably put you here to start with. Yeah, right here. Viclops, you can just be support. So here, Grazigar as well. Pretty much will keep most people in that sort of area. Furos, I don't mind you being a bit further forwards. We can have you turn right as soon as you get out here. Huthel, yeah, sure, actually you can stick with Furos, and Cuxus, you're going to start building up the other direction. So let's put you here and Furman there. Right, first things first, let's pick up some Weirdstone if we can. In this building, supposedly. There it is. Some sort of positive warp effect, plus the movement range. Very nice. And then we've got another bit also in this building, but maybe in the next section over. Ah, I can see it back here. Some sort of disgusting tentacled mass growing up there in the corner. Right, where are we likely to engage? Okay, we'll walk around the south side of this central square area. So for the moment, come to here and just go on ambush. I will bring everyone over to be with you as much as possible. Viclops, for example. There's no way for you to... Ew. No, you definitely can't get through there. This is blocked off. Through this building is a possibility. Pick this up on the way through. Nice Weirdstone shard. You're going to have no movement left, but you may as well go on Overwatch stance. Just because there's nothing else for you to do. Now, I've contemplated building up one person as kind of like a runner. Just movement-based skills, that sort of stuff. Just for missions like this. But they'll probably just end up getting isolated and then killed quickly. So I've not bothered. I don't know if it's a viable tactic. It's perhaps something you might want to consider if you're playing by yourselves at home. I think it's more likely to work against human opponents than the AI. but that's just my gut feel. Right, where's this lootable spot? Kind of upstairs in this house. Another thing I've noticed is there don't tend to be traps inside these buildings, just out in the streets. Don't know if that's a hard and fast rule. Just something I've sort of noticed while playing. There we go, that's where it is. Please be worthwhile. Well, we can sell it. That's always a little bit worthwhile. And then I suppose just start working your way back downstairs again. Yeah, that goes off to the wrong place, and that over there is where that next weird stone is. Could try and jump down over here, I suppose. 63%, it's much faster. Let this be a lesson to you. Even if it's faster, probably not worth it at 63%. You can just go on ambush there. If I had some way of healing up my troops, this might be more worthwhile loot-wise. But as it stands, that was just a poor decision on my part. We can come to here and go on Overwatch. And cooks us. We're going to head towards this lootable chest over here. More vendor trash. I have to say, these undead, I suppose mostly it's because they're zombies. I was just thinking they're moving very, very slowly. But yes, I suppose that makes sense. Zombie shuffle and all that. I suppose that does give us the potential a little to try and steal the idol and run away if they all move very slowly. This is going alright so far. Now we just need to wait for another 5 of them to take their turns. It is at least somewhat good that they will continue to take their turns while you're looking at the map. But you can sort of have a look around and see what you think you might want to do next. So yeah, we're going to work our way over here and then come through this building. Maybe even swing past this church. Work our way up this back wall if that's not too far. Or up this inside. See if we can grab that idol from their warband. To get it back to our chest though, that's a long way to run it. See the swarm of bats or birds.
A new round has started.
Alright, time to play catch up, Eladel. And again, it's probably still too early in the game to try casting any buffs on our troops. From here, still can't see any of their guys. That's fine. Also can't quite see that weird stone that's going to be down there. That's a shame. I kind of hoped we could from here. Might be easiest to go down on those jump points over there than go down this bit and come back. But we'll see when someone gets a bit closer, I guess. Grazagar. Yeah, can't really catch up very far, but that's alright. This is good enough position. And Huthel. Do I want Huthel to try and go in here? Maybe. It's kind of like that upstairs bit. Yeah, let's just pick this up as we're passing. Oh, what's that in the distance? Oh, something hanging from the tree. Just see this twitching. And then back again. Sort of head towards meeting up with the rest of the gang. Pure Ross can take point relative to Hoople. He's got some good legs on him. And Viclops. It would be nice to be able to keep Viclops and Hoople in raised positions, but there's just not really the connectivity between the buildings that we would want for something like that. So, where is this down there? It's a little hard to see. Can I zoom out? Yes, I can a bit. Ah, it's all the way on the ground. That's fine. Let's, can I get to here and then jump down? Yes, kind of can. That'll do. For the moment, anyway. That's going to be the end of his movement, so just go and ambush here. Not that we'll see anyone yet. It's still very early in the game, and there's still a lot of map between us. They're probably around about here-ish now, so we might start to see them soon. And I suppose we can also go downstairs through here. Does that even connect up? Probably not. That probably comes out here. I think jumping down is going to be faster for most people. But I will leave Furman. No, I won't. I'll bring him out. And round here. Constantly changing my mind about what the plan is. Yeah, really, at the moment, it's only Hoople that's dropping behind. I could take him down this central bit, I suppose. Have him try and meet up more this way. I'm not so sure that's a great idea, though. Still no sign of any of these undead warband.
A new round has started.
Now, something I've not demonstrated yet is in these in this overview map, you can place beacons like this and remove them. And you can have up to 5 of these placed at a single time. So I could, for example, put one there and one there, and you can see these giant shafts of light going from the sky, except this one's a bit masked by the warband. So you can sort of plan out points of interest so you don't need to keep referring back to the map. So if I think they're kind of like about here-ish at the moment, I can put those 3 over there and you'll see this giant light show in the distance and then the other 2 points. And they've got slightly different colours to differentiate themselves. I think it's always the same colours in the same order. But yeah, that's a nice feature, which I don't use enough of. What's this jump down like? 68%. It's kind of okay. I mean, that's... No, I'm going to send Eladel up the top here. Head towards this other weird stone we've got over out the front of that water fountain thing. Yeah, that's what he'll do. We can see them. Ooh. Okay, so there's their leader, and they've got a couple of zombies over here as well. Yeah, you can see that zombie there. And then the rest of their guys, are they downstairs? Yeah, I thought they were. Ah, there they are. Just slightly obscured. Okay. I think we can probably try and bait them into something really awful. This looks a little bit like a one-way thing, so they probably can climb up here, but it'll be a bit of a pain for them to do so. That's a weird stone cluster there. We definitely want that. Right, let's sort of come along here a bit. We'll buff ourselves. Cross our fingers for no curse, and we'll just go on ambush. Sensuous Lash. Well, there goes all of our remaining offensive points. Good work, Magic. Gotta love that Magic. So predictable. So reliable. It's not a problem. We can make up for that with sheer weight of numbers. Basically just bundle everyone forwards in ambush stance, and then when they come up, they'll be in for a world of hurt and surprise. Even if it does take us a few turns to get into position. Furos, yes, you've got quite a bit of catching up to do as well. Not as much as Huthel. Now, I could send Furos down, I suppose. Nah, let's keep you up. We've got that zombie coming around the corner soonish. Who thought, yeah, you've still got a lot to do. Just run through this. We'll assume that there aren't any traps. We've not hit any so far, which has been fortunate. And Cuxus, you were going down for that weird stone cluster. 77%. Well, 3 damage is not too much. This is, I feel, acceptable. You can grab this. And then you've got 2 remaining. You can't climb up here, but you can see that there isn't really climbing points for the other team in this area either, which is good. Maybe we'll just go back up here. Can't quite make it. Okay, the other option is sort of waiting in a good ambush spot. Might even be back where we were. Yeah, okay. So just wait here. Like, right here in ambush. And then if anything comes too close, you should still get the drop on them. That's Grigor. Shuffling zombie. Okay, he's just moved forwards a bit. It looks like their leader guy has a bow. You can just sit on ambush here for a run. That other zombie will be coming forwards at some point. Jonathan von Drack, I believe that name is. What is he doing? Well, he's switched to a sword and board, and he's moved forwards. Jaramil the zombie. Now, these zombies don't count against their morale for people taken out of action, which is a real pain in the ass because they're so numerous and they make up like the core bulk of the Undead's Warband. Not like my guys, you lose a couple of Dark Souls and the ones that aren't crazy and insane start panicking. And everyone else on the
A new round has
enemy
started.
team is a bit of a mystery to us. We got their leader. Okay, we can see they've got a ghoul there. And they've got probably another zombie over there. Let's start buffing up our actual combat troops. That's still a success. 83 for 85. And I wonder if we can cast it down on Cooks. It's probably not, but we could put it on Furiros. No, that's a failure. That's a shame. Please, no curse. Good. Now we can do a bit of scouting and see if we can figure out where that zombie is nearby. No sign of him at the moment. There he is. I think. You can sort of see the... There we go. See the influence circle. Right, well, Eladil's not really going to be much use in combat just yet, so come back here and go in dodge stance. Yeah. Bicops. Can you get a shot? You can. And it's not even that bad a shot. We can get Grazigar to move out of the way. You might even be able to do it without that cover. But it's still quite a good shot even with that cover. Okay. Let's take 2 regular shots because you're going to be able to reload in the middle of it as well. Good hit. And then take a reload. And then take another shot. Miss. Oh well, 1 out of 2 is not bad. Sure, perception. Why not? And then just end your turn. Now, which zombie is this? I think this is the one that was over in the distance down there somewhere. Now, where are they? Where's their leader? He's down there. I wonder if we could just drop on his face like this. 53%. And then engage. He won't get his ambush. Could work. We'll also be quite outnumbered, so I'm not feeling that as a great idea. I think, to be honest, if we just ambush stance up here, maybe move more this way, get in a bit more of a defensive position around Alizal, and then ambush stance. Yeah. Protect the leader and all that. Huthul, you're still playing catch up. Run forwards and overwatch. And Furiros. He could jump down. This is pretty reasonable, actually. Well, you know what? If I take him this way round... There's a trap. If I take him this way round, slightly less chance of him injuring himself on the way down, and he will be able to support Cuxus. And then I guess you have to ambush here. He's just staying still. It's a bold move considering he's being shot at. And Cuxus, I think I'm going to bring you back a little. Try and bait some of these zombies forwards a bit. And we'll just go on ambush back here. There goes Grigor, who's also going on ambush stance at the bottom of the wall over there. Furman, come forward a bit. And I don't think you can squeeze through here. That's okay. You can get to it this way around and pick this up. Try not to get splashed by that green stuff. It doesn't look good. And then ambush. For all the good it does. Being so backed into the corner over there. This is probably this guy now. Yep, coming around the edge. Interesting. I honestly expect him to charge at Eladel. And then we got their ghoul moving forwards. It's okay. And then a mystery.
A new round has started.
Right, what are we going to do now? I think buff ourselves. Then try to bait out this zombie who I guess is about to charge me. Clonk him and buff someone else. Oh, actually, we could just charge ourselves. Then we don't get to buff anyone else though. Still probably better for us. Yep. Miss. That's a shame. We'll go on a dodge stance. And now we'll try and bring other people around as well. Viclops. Reload. Can you get into a better position? Yes, you can. How about that? 90% hit chance. Very good. Oh, it's someone else. That's why. Alright, cancel that for a second. Yeah, this is the best you're going to do against this guy. That's alright. We can take one aimed shot at him at 85%. It's good. And then reload. And then take just a regular shot. Another hit. Very good. Another zombie crawling around. And Grazigar. Can you come around and punch this guy a couple of times, please? At least act as a distraction. And then we're going to go parry stance. Slightly better chance than dodging at the moment for these guys. Furos. I think I want you to try and bait this ghoul out, but in a way that will let us surround him but not get too engaged ourselves, which is going to be really tricky to organise. Really unconvinced by this. In fact, I think it's probably best if we delay and wait for them to go first, as odd as that might sound. So for the moment, is this where he was? I think it's pretty much where he was. So if we just go delay. Sure, we're not going to have ambush or charge, but we want them to be in slightly better positions for our own engagement. Huthul, you can actually do things. Excellent. Good shot. Reload and take another one. And this high ground advantage is really going to make a big difference, both in terms of hit chance against these guys, and also the fact that retaliation would be such a long walk around and then up. We'll delay with you as well. Guess we're delaying yet again. Each time you have to delay, it takes one of your strategy points. So there is a limit to how much you can do for that. Okay. So we can do 2-on-1 on this zombie at least. Furman, do you want to just run around here, pick up that weird stone, and then come back? Very nice. Big old cluster. Now, because I still want to be able to enter parry stance afterwards, we're going to charge from here rather than walking up and attacking. We get one fewer attacks, but we get our defensive option. Oh gosh, they're really not great options, are they? It's the weird stone corruption. Well, you're about to get a bit shafted, aren't you? I guess dodge stance is slightly better for the moment. Normally it would be parry stance. Let's you can get 3 attacks on this guy just by walking in. Or maybe 2 hits and a miss. That's pretty good. And then dodge stance for you for the moment. And now Fureros gets his attempt. Okay, so we didn't get the Norse charge bonus, which is a real shame. But on the other hand, we have managed to control the engagement, which in itself is quite worthwhile. We'll see what their ghoul has to do in a minute. I imagine he'll probably come around the back of Cuxus and try and make it 2-on-1 there. Or up the front to... up the front to Cuxus. That's fine. We can cope with this. Don't have good angles for the bows, though.
Has started.
Right, first of all, try and whop him. Good. And now you can do weapons of destruction on your 2 mates here. Well, possibly if the curse goes your way. And that one failed. But no curse, which is fine. You know, relatively fine. Cyclops. Just keep peppering at their leader. Oh, can you not see him? Guess he's moved ever so slightly. Well, that's inconvenient, isn't it? Who's that you can see at the moment? There, go. Well, we can move you to here, and then you can sort of see him. I didn't bother aiming then because it's going to take 2 points to reload again. I'd rather take 2 shots at 60 than 1 at 80. Just end turn. Looks like there's another zombie off in the distance. So as long as he doesn't want to come close, that's fine by me. Jaramil should go down this turn. Very nice. But yeah, -0 morale because no one cares about zombies. Well, I do like shields and hammers, so thanks for those. And where was that other zombie? He's all the way down there. We can start to move around a bit. See if we can get him to come forwards. Actually, let's keep a little closer to home. We shall wait sort of... we'll back up around here in case we want to jump down and help in those fights. So for now just here and parry stance. You're Ross. Let's get some good hits in. Come on. Nice. That's also good. Hothel. Let me know as soon as you can see anyone, Hothel. How about from almost directly above? Little tempted to jump down. How about over here? Can you see from here? Not really. Man, these are awkward positions. They sure are. Let's move back to your start point. You definitely can't see their leader anymore. Even though he's right there. Could sit on Overwatch stance in case he moves. That seems pretty reasonable. Okay, do that. Just sit here on Overwatch for the moment. We'll consider moving you for next turn. No, that guy's just staying close to that wall. So we might be able to take out Grigor this turn if we get 2 more hits. It's going to be very close on that hit point. Don't think it's going to... Nah, it would have needed to have been a critical. That's alright. Go on, dodge. Glad that was a miss. We've still got our dodge chance. Ow! Parry fail. Sorry if you're a Ross, you're taking quite a hit. And Furman, what are we going to do with you? Well, there's not really anything more to loot over this way. Let's bring you back this way in the same way that we have with everyone else. I'll take you over to this one here. And for the moment, just ambush. They can't climb up, but it's better than just sitting there doing nothing. You can watch the fight going on in the distance. Good dodge. I wonder what weapon that is he's using. It looks like a staff, kind of. Giant, horrible bones, similar to the ones going through his shoulders attached to it.
A new round has started.
Okay. Let's come back and assist the guys doing all the fighting. And you know what? I'm going to buff up these two. We'll do weapons of destruction here. And then we'll do it again here. And if they both get buffed up nicely, we'll probably send them down to engage with that leader folk. Then you can just sit here and dodge. Not really much more that you can do. Cyclops. Reload and take some, take an aimed shot. Good. Every little helps. And then reload and take a regular non-aimed shot. And that was a good one as well. Excellent work. Some random zombies turn. Grazigar, you're going down. Probably gonna break your ankle. Sorry. And then I really want you to engage this guy without losing an extra one of your movement points. That would be the best. You know what? Come back here and delay. Really? I should have had him delay first. Could have had whoever it is. It's not Kragor, it's Grazigar. Engaged by dropping down onto that guy's face. That would have been smarter. Hethel. Oh, you had a shot then, briefly. Come on. Yes. Miss. That's alright, you can try again. You're going to reload. And then you get another aimed shot. Good work. Furos? Sort out this guy. Come on. That was like the perfect miss. You rolled 100. Right, he's sorted. Steal the shield and hammer. And then, I suppose, engage this guy. And you can go on parry stance. Oh, here goes the leader. Damn it. Terror test against Furos. He's failed. Memory serves, that means he's going to have very few offensive points coming forwards. Oh gosh, that guy's got like loads of attacks as well. Yeah, sorry Furos, you're a bit shafted now. I don't think Grazigar can catch up. We'll just go on ambush stance here in case someone comes around the back, like that person. Cooks us. Yeah. Any chance you can kill this ghoul very quickly? I'd take that as a no. So they had the perfect dodge there. Oh, and it was all going so well a moment ago. Go on, dodge. Furman, jump down. Good work. And then come over and help. You can charge at someone. You could charge at that guy, I suppose. Yes, I suppose just walking into combat with him is probably best, but he's got terror. We're crazed though. I think that means we're fine against, yeah, immune to terror. We'll be fine. We might not hit, but we'll be fine. And then we've got their thrall, who is coming around the back now. Wielding 2 axes. Don't hit Furos. Furos, who is full of terror at the moment. You can see that blinking red thing going out of his head.
A new round has started.
Right, who do we have? Right, she's around there. Let's weapons of destruction on some people that will be useful. Grazigar, you can have it. Hell, I'll even put it on Viclops if I think Viclops can do something with it. And then just dodge. Viclops. Take an aimed shot at this. Nice. If you can do another one, that would be really useful. You don't have the aim, but come on. Yes! Good work, Cyclops. That eases things up just a smidgen for us. Luxjon the zombie. It's now surprised by Grazigar. And surprises us with an axe of his own. A sword axe. Same thing. Well, at least Grazigar gets a full turn now. Although he can't come over and support the other guys, he can sort of run interference here. Act as a wall, as it were. Stop the tide of undead coming through. Huthul. There's no way at all you can get a shot from over here, is there? Is there? Oh, is that shooting back that way? That is shooting back that way. I suppose it's better than nothing. Okay, it's not better than nothing. That, yeah, definitely was not better than nothing. Ross's turn. Cool, he's recovered from his terror. That's really good. He can't disengage because he doesn't do that. So we have to kill this guy like right now. Oh dear, it's all gone horribly wrong. That vampire leader is going to act before us. What does Bugman's Ale do? No, that's not going to help at all. So parry and hope, like really hope. Got lucky once. Got lucky twice. And counterattack. Oh, come on. Oh, I did not get lucky 3 times. Oh, that... such a shame. He was doing so well. Cuxus, do you want to get some revenge? Good old Revengi. Oh yeah, terror test. I thought with Demon Soul you were immune to that. Yeah, there you go. Immune to terror. I was surprised you even had to roll for that. Well, there goes their leader. And loot his corpse as well. Pick that up at least. And start running your way over to help Grazigar with that zombie and thrall problem he's got. Furman? Do you want to see what this one had? Great axe, that's what it was. We'll take that, just because you got space. And you know what? We'll take his stuff as well. Some of his stuff. I can go towards Fury Ross's medical bills. I think she's going the long way round. Or she's going to try and take out our leader. It's another person that hates Eladel, I guess. So, who do we have left on their team who can generate morale? We've got this thrall lady, who is now upstairs over there. I guess they probably got another ghoul somewhere. We just don't know where. And that's going to be a real pain, I think, coming up against just the undead faction in general. Is the only people that contribute towards their morale level are the ones you really don't want to be fighting. Okay, let's Weapons of Destruction down on Grazigar. Give him a little boost there. Ouch. And we shall do the same on Huthel here. And I'm just going to sit on dodge here-ish and sort of try and bait her forwards a bit. And I'll use Viclops and Huthel to set Overwatch traps to try and slow her down. In addition to having them shoot at that guy, I think. Get one shot off. Yeah, miss. No surprise. And then just go on Overwatch. And as she comes round, we'll take shots, remove her strategy points. Hopefully she won't reach us. Grazagar takes the sword to the face. Chance to get his own back. Nice. Good work. I guess go into parry stance. Actually, if you just go on to delay, then after we bring other people forward, you might be able to catch up. 90% hit chance. Should be able to take it out. There we go. Reload. And then come forwards and go on Overwatch, kind of over here. Cooks us. Playing more catch up. Don't think that'll have anything interesting. Nah. If you come a bit further this way, should be able to see where she went up. I think she went up here. Did I hallucinate that? Well, there's that person. Who's that? He's the Dreg. Okay. Let's back up a little. To, like, here. He can see you. Hopefully he'll come forward. Just go on ambush stance here. We don't want to get too far forwards and end up surrounded by everyone. And you can come over and support from here. Grazagar. I suppose you're just on parry stance for the moment. Run out of offensive points. So, where is she going? She's coming back down. Well, there go those Overwatches. Ooh, fear test fail. Immune to terror, but not immune to fear. Interesting. Go for a counter-attack. Damn it. Ow, my face. Another counter-attack. Minus 30% for being afraid. That is quite a big change. That guy's probably just been trying to climb and fail repeatedly. Just give it up already. Just laughing at how much damage he's done to himself on it. Not having much luck there, are you? Yay! Well done. That was probably, what, 5 game turns?
A new round has started.
Okay, let's who can we weapons of destruction that'll be useful? You? Yes. Failure. Fine. We'll try again. That's a success this time. And then I suppose just dodge here. Cyclops, you can't hit from here, so let's bring you forwards. Suppose this is probably okay. Stick you on Overwatch here. Grazigar. If you want to come around the back. I wonder if she's immune to fear. Yes, she is. Unwavering. That's a shame. I was hoping to make her do her all-alone tests by getting more people in combat with her. Sadly not. We'll just have to take her out the old-fashioned way. Huthal's turn. Just do an Overwatch up here in case that Dreg comes forward. Cuxus is still afraid. That's not great. Got less than 50% chance to hit. At least he's got 3 attacks. Well, I shouldn't really be surprised by that. Go into a dodge stance. It's your best bet. And we'll bring Furman forwards to help. He gets 2 hits himself. If he can get this as a hit, she should go out of action. Good. Very nicely done. Nothing really worth stealing there. How is their morale doing now? Excellent. It's now below the threshold. If we're lucky, they will rout after this. So just go on parry stance for the moment. We'll wait for their Dreg to get his turn. Yay! Success! So, big shame that Fury Ross got taken out of action by their leader, but we did take out all bar 1 of their gang members. Pretty reasonable, all in all.
You have proven yourself worthy of the dark blessings of chaos. Each victory you render to the Shadow Lord brings you that much closer to your destiny.
I just really hope that Fury Ross
Outstanding.
Survives without any injuries, or, you know, gets an injury that's actually a benefit, if there indeed is such a thing. So Furman, now rank 4. Very good. Cyclops, good work with those arrows. Grazigar doing very well.
A priceless gift.
Ooh.
Nice progress.
So, Cuxus has a melee mutation. He's got a slicer for his left hand. That's going to be good. It does mean that we're definitely not taking him ranged route. He can't hold a bow anymore, so he's going to be built up as a melee warrior, which is good. Gives us a direction to take him. He could be doing better if we'd already put weapon skill up by now, but to be honest, that would have been jumping the gun. Huthel. Reasonable. Full recovery. Yay. You're my favourite at the moment. Cuxus is a very close second. Another offensive point. That's good. So he could, in theory, just walk into combat and get 3 attacks, or charge and get an attack, as he has been. I'm not sure which is going to be the more efficient. I'll have to work out the maths of that at some point. And Eladel doing very well indeed. And for the loot, that's pretty good on the weird stone front. 29 gold crowns is very nice. Pay for most of the wages. Let's get that sorted. Alright, and then stat points. So, Eladel, you're getting weapon skill because, as I've said before, that melee resistance is the best thing about this. Parry at some point could be useful, but his agility is so high that his dodge is going to be way higher. Sidus, you're still on the sidelines. Furman, you're not doing anything at the moment. You're injured. Viclops, what do I want for you? So 10, 3, 12 is roughly what I'm going for. So for now, more alertness, I guess. Range resistance is kind of useful. No, actually, for the moment, I'm going to increase your leadership a bit. Just balance it out somewhat. Grazagar, you're getting more weapon skill. You're going to keep getting more weapon skill until you've maxed that out. Cuxus. Right, so you're going to be the melee build. So we're looking at 10, 5, 8. So everything is going into leadership from this point for you, I think, probably. Huthel. What did I say for Brethren? Something like 10, 3, 12. Yeah, we'll put that in leadership for the moment. Work towards a bit of balance. If you're a Ross, you're getting more strength. Always more strength. Well, maybe not always. 9, I think I said last episode, is going to be the best. So we'll probably start taking up your agility, increase your melee resistance, make it a little bit harder for people to hit you. That's range resistance. Yeah, we'll do agility for the moment. And then we're back to Eladel. So that's everyone done. Just double check their equipment while we're in here. I don't think we picked up anything useful. No. Still sticking with the staff. Still axes, that's fine. That's all normal. There are no spare helmets at the moment. Right. So this, it's a piercer. Interesting. So it allows him to parry by himself. He also gets an armband, which goes on this, which means he's technically dual wielding. The piercer gives him a bonus chance to hit in general. But yeah, this makes him dual wield, so we'll probably be charging him into combat and then attacking. Maybe. I'll have to see how his offensive points work out with this. That's pretty good. If we have him supported by the archers, it should be easier for them to hit whoever it is he's trying to hit. And the axe is quite a good counterpoint for that. You're doing pretty well there. Piercer, how interesting. Shame it doesn't boost his parry ability. There we go. It's not one of the best options for mutations, but it's by far away from some of the worst ones. And I think everyone else is happy. Right, back to the warband, back to camp. Have a quick look at the smuggler's den. We've got 272 weight worth for our current warband level. I think we're now above what they'll potentially be asking for. We've still got the shipment in transit. We've got like 10 days or something before anyone asks for another one. So we could start looking to sell some of this to build up our reserves of cash. Since we've reached reputation rank 1 with the Shadow Lord, they now pay us ever so slightly less for all of these fragment shards and clusters, because they're kind of getting used to us just like being loyal and sending things off to them, whereas the other factions are at the point where they will pay us extra. So I'm thinking we might send some off to the Black Pit, 20% markup. They're desperate to get Weirdstone from us and get ourselves a little bit of money in the bank. I mean, obviously in 2 days this shipment will arrive and will be paid, but there's no reason why we can't have more than one going off at the same time. So I'm thinking maybe that. Yeah, 342 coming in will be very nice, and that'll give us 57 rep, which is not enough to rank up, but that's fine. We don't really want to at the moment. That's taken us down to 215, which is kind of in the middle of where I believe the boundaries of the deliveries are for our rank. I think it's somewhere between like 180 and 220. So it's like towards the upper end. I think that's good. Have a quick look at the veteran system. I don't think anything has changed. We haven't really done any more tasks. So nothing to report there. On with the next day. Kragor is still receiving treatment for his confusion and he'll be back tomorrow. But that's enough for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, drop me a like, drop me a comment below, or subscribe to the channel. It all makes a huge difference to me. But for now, I'll say goodbye and see you next time for more Mordheim, City of the Damned.